Isbariya is the last boss before Stormwing and has close to 1.5 million HP. The encounter can be broken down into 4 phases, and in each phase players will often have to perform tasks outside of their standard class roles. This encounter is about as anti-tank and spank as it gets in Aion. Before engaging Isbariya, note the location of the 2 artifacts in front of him. The blue artifact on the left side is the divine artifact. Striking this artifact with an auto attack provides the player and any surrounding allies with the Foul Shroud buff, which reduces the damage from Seething Explosion for a short time. The red artifact on the right side is the magic artifact. Striking this artifact with an auto attack provides the player and any surrounding allies with the Abjurant Mantle buff, which reduces the damage from Arcane Combustion for a short time. Once Isbariya the Resolute is engaged, he will begin casting Seething Explosion or Arcane Combustion. These abilities will deal fatal damage and there's only one way to survive. To mitigate their effect, players must receive the corresponding artifacts buff. Seething Explosion equals Blue Artifact, Arcane Combustion equals Red Artifact. To make everything easier, just brand the 2 artifacts as 1 and 2 and Isba as 3, and every time he is casting a spell, call the number. The 3 is just to make the retarget easier. You'll have to do this all fight long. When Isbariya is at 75% HP, he begins transforming group members into spirits and summoning Sacrificial Souls. The Sacrificial Souls spawn behind the players and walk towards Isbariya. Should one reach Isbariya, he will unleash a powerful attack. Note that the tank, or the target that has enmity, cannot be affected by the transformation, but all others can. Players who have been transformed into spirits will only have access to auto attack and cannot use other abilities. Since they won't target Isbariya, someone will need to tell when to get close to the artifacts. At 50% HP, Isbariya the Resolute will begin summoning Apocalyptic Energy. The Apocalyptic Energy are small spheres of energy that float around the room and aggro and de-aggro on random group members. The best strategy for dealing with the Apocalyptic Energy spheres is to kite them around the room until their aggro switches to another target. The goal is to lure them away from the artifact and the cleric so that it isn't dangerous to get the next buff. When hit by these bubbles, the burst is quite big, so don't try to act tough by standing still. At 25% HP, the final phase begins, which is honestly easier than the third. Isbariya will begin summoning Holy Servants, which will drain HP and MP if not destroyed. Isbariya will also use Tiamat's Chaos, which will fear everyone in the small circle around him, which is to say your melee characters. Since the cleric stands between the 2 artifacts, he shouldn't be hit and can dispel it quite easily. Isbariya can drop the Stormwing legs, all the gold Beshmundir tops, and the gold shields of the set. Once dead, touch the orb behind the boss. It will open the rift to Stormwing Arena.